There are so many Pokemon that will help out with defeating 7-star Cinderace raids in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Let's take a quick look at over 30 Pokemon that will ensure your success. What's happening, everyone? It's Abdallah here, back again with another awesome Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet tips and tricks tutorial video. Today's video is a fun one because we are going to be theorizing all sorts of different Pokemon that will help you out with the Cinderace raids. Yes, I know a lot of you guys already have your raid counters from Charizard, which is awesome, and they'll most likely end up doing work, but since this Pokemon is going to be a fighting Tera type, that opens up a lot of options for flying type Pokemon, psychic type Pokemon, and of course fairy type. So I'm going to give you guys over 30 different Pokemon with their full builds, their full EVs and movesets and everything like that, so that you can start prepping for this event. Of course, now this is all theory right now of what's going to work. We don't exactly know the moveset of Cinderace, so keep that in mind and take these builds with a grain of salt. Once Cinderace actually comes out, I'll narrow this entire list of 30 plus Pokemon down to about the top 10 that will end up working for us. So let's have some fun and let's breeze through all of these different sets. Thanks so much for watching, and of course thanks for hitting that subscribe button to help us out on our quest for 1 million subscribers. Let's jump into it rapid fire style. Alright, first Pokemon on our list is none other than Gothitelle over here. Every single offensive Pokemon is going to be using the item Shell Bell to make sure that whatever damage they do, they're going to get a little bit back with health. Now, I like Gothitelle simply because of the moves right over this way. It has Reflect first turn to help the entire team out against physical attacks. It has the ability to use Fake Tears, which will debuff Cinderace all the way down -6. It has the ability to Nasty Plot itself up really quick for special attack, and then it's going to proceed to use Psychic in order to do super effective damage against Cinderace's fighting Tera type. You'll also see over here that the entire set spread is going to be EV trained in max special attack, max HP for survivability with the modest nature. Now what's really fun about this build is that it has the ability competitive. So if any of your teammates can hit you with a growl or something along those lines, you can boost your special attack sharply whenever that happens. So imagine this, we got 3 of your teammates over here all using growl on you on first turn while you set up a reflect. Amazing. You're going to already have +6, which is great. So anyway, there's a lot of shenanigans that can be done with competitive, and I think that Gothitelle is going to be one of the top 5 Pokemon that we're going to be using. Alright, so let's move on. Next Pokemon right over here is Armaroughe. I like this Pokemon a lot simply because it has a great typing of Fire and Psychic. It's going to resist all the fire moves and it'll resist all the fighting moves. Perfect. Now let's take a look at the moveset right over here. Acid Spray is going to be great for debuffing Cinderace 2 stages, which is awesome. You can see right over here that it has the ability to Calm Mind and boost itself up 1 stage at a time for special attack. It also has the move Psychic Terrain, which helps out with all the psychic attackers on the field for a few turns. And then right over here, Expanding Force is going to be used in conjunction with Psychic Terrain. You use this attack whenever Psychic Terrain is up, and the power is going to be boosted even further. So really awesome. Flash Fire is also an ability that totally helps out because any kind of fire move coming at it will completely get absorbed. So great, nullifying that. You'll take a look over here at the entire stat spread. Max special attack, max HP with a modest nature, ends up getting a really powerful 383 special attack with 374 HP. Not bad at all. Really good Pokemon. I would say definitely top 5. Okay, next up over here is going to be our leftover Sylveon from the Charizard raids. I feel like this Pokemon is still going to be able to do a lot of work. Shell Bell is the equip item over here. The moveset is going to be the exact same thing. We're going to use Fake Tears to debuff him all the way -6 special defense. We're going to use Calm Mind in order to boost ourselves up. We're going to use Draining Kiss in order to get even more health back. And then if we want to nuke him once all of Cinderace's entire stats are down, completely nuke him with a Pixelate Hyper Beam. Now, Pixelate is, again, going to be an item that you'll need an ability patch for, so make sure you do that. If you take a look right over here at the graph, it's going to be max special attack, max HP for survivability, and with the modest nature. 350 attack is amazing, and almost 400 HP, really good. So, really awesome build with Pixelate Sylveon. Alright, next up, Espeaon. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that Sylveon does a little bit better of a job, but, I mean, we got to give some spotlight where spotlight is due. I absolutely love Espeaon. So here we go. Let's take a look at it. Espeaon has the ability to put up Reflect first turn, which is going to be great because odds are we're going to be eating Pyro Ball, and that's a physical move. So anyway, we also have the ability to debuff with Fake Tears, just like Sylveon, have the ability to Calm Mind up, just like Sylveon, and right over here we're going to be using Psychic in order to deal damage. Taking a look at the raw stats over here, it's going to be the same build, max special attack, max HP, with the Modest Nature, with 394 special attack. Really, really good. And then defenses of 334 HP and 157 defense. Awesome. Magic Bounce is not necessary, but it'll totally help out if you have an ability patch for it. So anyway, moving on past Espeaon over here, we've got Fluttermane. Fluttermane is going to be pretty good, I would say so. It's a very fast and strong Pokemon. Make sure that you have the Fairy Terra type on it. And then the moveset right over here, Fake Tears to debuff, Calm Mind to boost yourself, Moonblast to deal major damage, and then Draining Kiss to get all of your health back. Now you'll see over here that the EV train spread is going to be the exact same thing. Max special attack, max HP, and then Modest Nature for a whopping 405 special attack. And then defenses of 314 and 147 aren't that bad. So yeah, I'm down for that. I'm absolutely down for that. Really good Pokemon here. All right, so moving on. Moving on right over here, this one's going to be some pretty spice picks on the physical attacking side. So those were all special attackers. Let's take a look at two Pokemon that are going to be physical attackers in my top tiers. So this one's going to be Bruxish. Yeah, I know. No one uses this Pokemon, but I'm telling you, it's got the perfect typing for it. Anyway, it's Water Psychic, meaning it resists all the same type attack bonus coming from Cinderace. So aim for one with the Psychic Terra type. You can see right over here that the entire build is going to be based off of being able to debuff and buff yourself. So Reflect first turn to add survivability to the team. You can bulk up in order to boost your attack and defensive stats, making you so strong. Right over here, you can actually debuff him with Screech 3 turns and lower his defense all the way down. And then you've got Psychic Fangs this way. It's an 85 base power psychic attack, which is stab, complemented with Strong Jaw, makes it astronomically stronger. That's right, its ability is Strong Jaw, which boosts the power of, like, chomping moves. So cool. Take a look at these raw stats over here. What we're going to be doing is max physical attack and max HP for its survivability with the Adamant Nature. Now you'll also see that the attack stat gets to 339, and then defenses are pretty lackluster, but really good on HP. 340 HP and regular defense of 177. Don't sleep on Bruxish. This thing is going to be amazing for you, especially with carrying a lot of people that aren't going to be doing work, because this Pokemon, just like the previous Pokemon before it, has the ability of debuffing all the way and then boosting itself. Anyway, moving on. So moving on to another Pokemon that has the ability to debuff and boost itself is none other than Annihilape over here. Now, I gave Annihilape the Covert Cloak simply because I don't want this thing getting burnt by anything. So you can actually swap out Covert Cloak with Shell Bell. You can swap it out with Leftovers, all that stuff. But once this thing gets burnt by a Pyro Ball, it's pretty much done for throughout the entire battle unless you get a Heal Cheer. Anyway, let's take a look over here. Yeah, so honestly, what we're going to be doing is, I have to actually change up this Terra type over here. So we can make it Ghost or anything. Terra type doesn't really matter. But anyway, you can see right over this way that you want to be able to do all of these moves pretty easily. You can have a Screech in order to debuff. You've got Bulk Up right over here, which will allow you to boost your defense and attack stats. You got Rage Fist, which is going to be amazing. Every time you get hit by damage, the move's power grows and grows and grows and grows. So that's going to be awesome. And then you have Drain Punch over here in order to get some health back. So that's why I said that you can actually change up the item off of Shell Bell. So really good. And then Defiant is actually pretty good too. So if you have a Pokemon that has like a teammate over here that has another like a debuffing move, try aiming it on on Annihilape over here, provided it doesn't really hurt him. And yeah, you can see his stats go really, really high up after that. Now you'll see over here, he's going to be max attack and max HP, which is not bad over here. And then you can see that his attack stat is going to be a whopping 361 with 424 HP and 196 defense. Very good. All right. Another Pokemon that I feel is going to be really awesome is none other than Hatterene. Hatterene has a perfect typing of Psychic and Fairy. You can run a Psychic Terra type on it with Shell Bell. I really like this Pokemon because it's a way of protecting and actually boosting itself up pretty well. So you've got Reflect, you've got Calm Mind over here to boost yourself, Psychic to do the major damage, and Draining Kiss to get your HP back. And then you can see you've got the ability of Healer, which can work out. Honestly, doesn't really matter. You'll take a look. It's going to be max special attack, max HP, with a whopping 391 special attack, and defenses are really, really bulky. That's why I like Hatterene. 318 HP and 227 defense to take all these hits that are coming at it. So, really awesome Pokemon there. Okay, next up is going to be Azumarill. He got a lot of mileage in the previous Charizard raids, and he's still going to be very good with some minor tweaks. So let's take a look. With Azumarill, I'm giving him Tickle in order to lower Cinderace's attack and defensive stats. So he has the ability to debuff -6, which is going to be great. You've got Belly Drum right over here, which is going to half your HP and boost your attack stat all the way to max. You got Play Rough, and then Helping Hand in case you get knocked out and want to help some other Pokemon out. Make sure that he has the ability Superpower, so that he has a doubled attack stat. And you can see over here, we're going to be using max HP and max attack in order to make his stats the absolute best that it can be. So you already have this Pokemon, most likely. All right. Now we're going to talk about some fun builds. These are some fun ones. These are my Belly Drum boys leading the pack with Azumarill. So you can see over here, Slowbro is going to be a jack of all trades with this entire battle, simply because of water and psychic typing. Completely resists all of the same type attack bonus moves from Cinderace. Right over here, you'll see that we're going to have some fun with this one. It's going to be a physical attacking set. Belly Drum, just like Azumarill over here, cuts your HP in half and maximizes your attack. You're going to then proceed to use Zen Headbutt coupled with a Shell Bell to get all of your health back. You also have Drain Punch in the event that you want to just get some health right off the bat. And then you also have Helping Hand, which is very similar to the Azumarill build over here. Love it. What's also pretty awesome about this is the whopping defensive stats off of Slowbro just in general. So you can take a look over here. It's got a max attack, max HP, which is going to be pretty interesting. The attack stat is not that great at 273, but the Oblivious is actually kind of interesting. I don't know if that's going to help out in the battle, but anyway, go for it. So that's going to be Belly Drum Slowbro. Speaking of other Belly Drum Pokemon, those of you guys that got your Charizard off of the previous Charizard raid, we can actually put it to work over here. And I really like that because Fire and Flying resists all the same type attack bonus that Cinderace can throw at us. So if you have your level 100 Charizard, switch up the moveset to this right over this way. Smoke Screen is going to be actually really good for the entire team if you want to lower Cinderace's accuracy, so you can spam that 6 times and he'll be missing moves left and right. You can also then continue to Belly Drum, half your HP, max out your attack stat. We have Aerial Ace over here, which is not the strongest, but it'll still end up doing a lot of work because it's same type attack bonus for, about 90 base power. And then Helping Hand in case you need it. So really, really fun. You'll see over here, Blaze, we're really not going to be using that ability, and you're not really going to be using Solar Power either. So honestly, ability doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you're maxed out in attack and HP for this build for a whopping 293 attack stat, 360 HP and 193 defense is really, really good. Okay, so another Pokemon that a lot of you guys have right over here is none other than Iron Hands. Yeah, Iron Hands is going to be good in this battle, so I'm very excited to see what everyone's bringing. Now, right off the bat, you'll take a look over here. Electric Terrain is going to be great for all the other Iron Hands and or Flutter Mane or any of the Paradox Pokemon really need Electric Terrain. You can also see that he's going to Belly Drum in order to max out his attack stat. He does have access to Play Rough, which is super effective against the Fighting Terra type, and then Drain Punch in order to get your health back. Now, the item that I like using is Shell Bell on this guy. You can use the Booster Energy if you really want to, but Electric Terrain allows you to do that a lot easier. Max Attack. Wow, take a look at this. Max Attack, Max HP, 416 attack is insane. With 512 HP and 252 defense, this is arguably one of the better Pokemon to use against Cinderace. All right, so right over here, we're going to show you another Slowbro build because I think this thing is just so awesome. Slowbro is going to be another way of using it, but you can use him in a special variation. So right off the bat, I think that Psychic Terrain for Slowbro is going to be really good because it boosts the power of everyone's Psychic type moves in the event that you can see that there are other Psychic type attackers out there. He has the ability to use Nasty Plot, which can boost his entire special attack stat by 2 stages every time he uses it. You can use Psychic over here for main damage, and then if you notice that his HP is a little rough, you can use Slack Off. Very easy. You can see over here that we built him in a way that is max special attack, max HP. So 328 special attack, and then his defenses of 394 HP and 257 are really, really good. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so this one's going to be a fan favorite. This is Ceruledge. Ceruledge can actually do a lot of work in this battle, but he doesn't have same type attack bonus, which is kind of lame, but still can do some work. Let's take a look. So Ceruledge, right off the bat, you're going to use a Reflect in order to mitigate some of the physical damage coming your way. He has the ability of Swords Dancing Up, just like Slowbro, but on the physical side. That's going to be +2 attack every time he does that. Bitter Blade is a great way of getting your health back, and then the main damage move that you're going to be using is Psycho Cut. So really awesome. Taking a look, max attack, max HP with an Adamant Nature, you'll see that he gets to 383 attack stat with huge HP of 354 and 197 defense, and the ability Flash Fire, which is amazing. So like any kind of fire attacks coming his way are going to be completely nullified. Since he is the ghost typing, he's also going to be mitigating all of the fighting type attacks coming his way. And of course, if you have enough shards, make him Terra Psychic type so that he can do massive damage with Psycho Cut. Really awesome Pokemon there. All right, so here we go. Odds are you guys have a Gardevoir on your team that you used against Charizard, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to show you a Gardevoir build over here. It's going to be based off of using Reflect in order to help the entire team with physical attacks, Calm Mind to boost yourself up, Moonblast in order to deal the damage, and then Helping Hand to, of course, help others that may be a little bit stronger than you. Right over here, taking a look at its stats, is going to be max special attack, max HP, with a whopping 383 special attack, 340 HP, and 167 defense. So not the strongest on defense. But anyway, Synchronize can totally work out as well. Honestly, you don't really need Trace, so you're all set. Okay, another Pokemon that's going to be really amazing is none other than Gallade. Gallade has this Psychic typing, which is going to be absolutely great against the fighting type that's coming your way. In case you want to run a physical set, it's kind of like a physical Gardevoir. It has Reflect, has Swords Dance to boost itself up a lot faster than Calm Mind does. Psycho Cut is also same type attack bonus, and then Drain Punch in order to get your HP back. Really awesome. You'll also see over here that it's got the attack maxed out along with max HP for 383 attack stat, 340 HP, and 167 defense. The ability's got to be Sharpness so that it boosts the power of Psycho Cut even further. Really fun. Alright, so if you guys like Gardevoir and Gallade, you're going to love the combination of both of them. Here's Iron Valiant, which is a Fairy and Fighting type. The Fairy typing is going to be allowing it to mitigate some of the Fighting type moves coming at it. You'll see right over here that it's actually really good. We got Reflect first turn to help mitigate the physical attacks coming its way. Electric Terrain is going to help out with its natural ability. You got Swords Dance over here in order to boost itself up, and then Spirit Break is going to be the move of choice, simply because that is the only fairy move that is very strong and also its same type attack bonus. It doesn't matter if you lower the target's special attack stat. But you can see over here that, yeah, the HP and max attack is going to be amazing with that. 394, very close to 400 attack, 352 HP, and 217 defense is going to be very awesome. Okay, let's take a look at our next Pokemon. Wow, we're going to keep on going with this. All right, this is Grimmsnarl. We've seen this before, and Grimmsnarl works great, especially because it has the ability Prankster. So we're going to actually change up its moveset ever so slightly. You'll see over here that it's got the move Reflect, which is awesome. You can put that up first turn. You can proceed to Bulk Up, which is a great way of mitigating some of the physical attacks coming at you because you're boosting your attack by 1 stage and your defense by 1 stage. Play Rough is going to be better than the Spirit Break because it's a lot stronger. And then if you really want to help out other teammates that are on the special side, you can use Fake Tears in order to help them out. So really awesome. The ability that you're going to need is Prankster so that your priority moves go absolutely first. And if you take a look, it's going to be max attack, max HP with an Adamant Nature. So that leaves you with 372 attack, 394 HP, and 166 defense. Really awesome Pokemon there. All right, next up, Mimikyu. Yeah, of course. Mimikyu is going to be amazing because it's a ghost type, which completely mitigates all the fighting type moves. And yeah, that'll help out. So let's take a look. So Mimikyu, of course, we've seen this build before. It's got Swords Dance, which is amazing. It can boost itself up. 2 stages. It's going to play rough for same type attack bonus, super effective damage, and Drain Punch to get some health back. And then, of course, you can use Charm in order to debuff Cinderace at the very beginning if you want to. Now, Disguise is the only ability that it has, so it takes pretty much 1 hit for free, and then it doesn't anymore. You'll be also able to see that it's max attack, max HP, 306 attack, which is not bad, 314 max HP, and 197 defense. So really good defensive stats. All right. So a lot of you guys have been pretty hot on Dachsbun here. This Pokemon carried a lot of you guys throughout the Charizard raids, and yeah, it'll hopefully do the exact same thing with Cinderace raids. Now, taking a look over here, we're going to tweak the build just a little bit. Using Charm at the very beginning to debuff the Cinderace is going to be great. Work Up in order to boost your own attack stats by 1 stage. Play Rough is going to be the main attack at hand, and then Helping Hand in order to help out others. So he can debuff, he can help others. He's actually pretty good. Well-Baked Body allows him to mitigate 100% of all fire attacks coming at him, and as you can see over here, he's a fairy type, so any kind of fighting type moves that are coming at him are totally going to get mitigated too. So taking a look, max attack, max HP will totally help you out with this. The attack stat's kind of lackluster with 284, but HP being 318 and defense being 267 is really good. All right, so now let's take a look at some flying type Pokemon, right? We never really explored flying types, and I got a small handful of them for you guys, so let's take a look. All right, this is Hawlucha. It's my shiny Hawlucha that I caught off screen one time, and I figured let's EV train him and get him going. So Shell Bell is the item. Let's take a look at what the moveset is. Feather Dance is going to be using a great way of debuffing. It's kind of like Charm. It reduces Cinderace's attack stat by 2, which is awesome. Then you can proceed to use Swords Dance, which boosts you by 2. Get that 3 times. You can use Flying Press, which is a super effective flying type move, and it's very powerful. And then, of course, if you need some health after using all your Swords Dances, you can use Drain Punch. So any Pokemon that has Drain Punch, I'm totally into it. You'll also see it's got Mold Breaker, doesn't really matter, but the max attack and max HP with an Adamant Nature leaves it at 311 attack, 360 HP, and 187 defense. So flying type Pokemon, not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, speaking of flying types, Flamigo. Hey, don't laugh at Flamigo. I got a really fun build over here, and it's going to utilize the Power Herb. So the Power Herb is pretty interesting because it takes a 2-turn move and makes it into a 1-turn move just once. And we're going to use that with the move Sky Attack. Not too many Pokemon actually learn Sky Attack, so I just did a search, and Flamigo was one of them. It's got Flying type, and that means that any kind of fighting type moves that are coming at it are going to be mitigated. Not bad. So you can see over here that I'm going to be using a critical hit and Sky Attack build, which is really interesting. So right off the bat, first turn, you can just use Focus Energy to boost your chances of crits, right? And then after that, you're going to proceed to Bulk Up, meaning boosting your defensive stats and boosting your attack stat to max +6. If you really need a lot of HP back, you can use Roost, but be careful about Roost because as soon as you Roost, you're going to lose your flying typing, so you might get hit by a fighting type attack for a lot more damage. But hopefully Bulk Up saves you with that. And then right over here, the crux of the set is going to be Sky Attack. Sky Attack is 140 base power plus Stab, which is over 200. So that's going to be amazing. And if we combo that up with Focus Energy, you could potentially get a crit on that for like over 300 damage. So that's why I'm really, really liking that. So Sky Attack is going to be amazing. Taking a look at this Pokemon stats, by the way, max HP, max attack, gives you 361 physical attack, 368 HP, and 185 defense, so not bad. And you can see over here, when a Pokemon enters battle, it copies an ally's stat changes. So if you have another Pokemon, this is theoretical, that you get knocked out, and then another Pokemon next to you is also boosted up with bulk ups, I'm going to assume that as you come in, you're going to take those stat boosts and then proceed to Sky Attack. So I don't know. It's theory right now, but I'm really hoping that that's how it works. Anyway, let's move on. We got some other flyers over here. None other than Talonflame. Love Talonflame. It's been a really, really strong Pokemon for a long time. So let's take a look at this set. You've got Bulk Up or Swords Dance. You can choose whatever you want. Bulk Up in order to boost your defense as well, or Swords Dance to get attack really, really quick in 3 turns versus 6 turns here. Roost is going to be the exact same thing. Get your health back. And then you're going to proceed to Brave Bird directly after that. Yes, you're going to take a lot of recoil damage, so yeah, just be very careful about that. If you don't want to use Brave Bird on like a nuke build, then you can absolutely run like Aerial Ace or something a little bit safer, but this is more of like, hey, let me boost up and watch this big nuke. So anyway, he's really great. Gale Wings doesn't honestly matter about this one, unless it's pretty much like roosting and you can get priority roost. You can take a look over here at the attack stat, which is going to be max HP, max attack. 287 attack is not bad, and defenses are 360 HP with 179 defense. So Talonflame can totally work out for you because it resists both of the stab type, same type attack bonuses off of Cinderace. All right, we got more flyers, man. I'm not done with flyers. Let's go. All right, so we've got Salamence over here. Salamence with the Terra type flying is going to be actually really good. I like it because he's a dragon type, which resists all of the fire moves, and then of course the flying type, which resists the fighting moves. You can see over here that we're going to also utilize Focus Energy in order to boost our crit rate. We can then go and proceed to Dragon Dance, which is the only way that Salamence is going to boost its natural attack stat and speed along with. If you want to use Roost, you can get your health back by doing so. And then the main move that we're going to be doing is Dual Wing Beat. Every time you do this attack, there's a chance that it crits every time. So it's every time you do it, it's 2 hits, which is going to be 40, 80. And then, of course, add same type attack bonus to it. It's going to be really strong. And then there's 2 chances of it critting if you got the Focus Energy. So anyway, it's going to be amazing because as soon as Salamence comes into battle, it has the ability Intimidate, which lowers Cinderace's attack stat by 1 stage. So that's also helping out the team really well. You can see over here that the max EVs of attack and HP make it 405 and 394 HP with 197 defense. This Pokemon is going to be amazing. Alright, speaking of other amazing Pokemon, we've got Iron Jugulis. I wanted to try this Pokemon out, and so I kept a build for it. So let's take a look at it. It's going to be the exact same thing of using Focus Energy. I feel that getting crits is really amazing. So we're going to be using Work Up in order to boost its attack and special attacks, which is fine. We need the special attack. It can actually summon Rain Dance if it really wants to. And then, of course, you're going to be proceeding to use Hurricane as you do that. So boost yourself up with crits and max special attack. Set up the Rain. For 5 turns, you're going to have 100% accurate Hurricanes throwing at this thing. It's going to be so fun. So I really wanted a Hurricane build out of a Pokemon, and this is what I came up with over there. You can also see that max special attack, max HP, gives it 377 special attack with 392 HP and 209 defense. Really awesome. And if someone already does the electric terrain, you already have Quark Drive boost, so that's great. All right, another flyer is going to be none other than Altaria over here. Wow, we're going at this, aren't we? Altaria is also going to be using Sky Attack. So I gave this thing Power Herb. You don't necessarily need it, but it's a great way of getting that one big nuke in it. Now, does Altaria have the absolute best attack stat? No, it doesn't, but it's still fun to try out. So here's the set. We've got Cotton Guard right off the bat. Cotton Guard, not too many Pokemon learn this. It actually boosts your defensive stat by 3 stages. So you use Cotton Guard twice, and you're not going to be taking any damage from any moves coming at you, which is so great. And then you can proceed to Dragon Dance Up, which boosts your attack and speed by 1 stage. Roost in case you need health right back, and then when you're ready and you're all completely boosted up, you're going to use Sky Attack. Boom, 140 base power, plus stab, plus super effective. And it's going to be 1 turn simply because you have that Power Herb. Anyway, taking a look over here, max attack, max HP gives it 262 attack, 354 HP, and 217 defense. Whew, wow. That's all my attackers. Now, let's talk about some support Pokemon right over here. As you guys can see, we're going to start off with some different Pokemon that I really absolutely love. So now, support Pokemon are going to be ones where they're not going to be doing any real attacks. They're really there to help support the hero in the entire battle. So that means that if you know someone that has any of those like 25 Pokemon that I just talked about, you bring these Pokemon and they're going to be their absolute best friends. So let's take a look over here. We got Muck. Muck is going to be amazing, simply because it does resist the fighting type move that's coming at it, but it doesn't resist any of the fire. It's okay, its defensive stats are amazing. You're going to use Mud Slap right off the bat in order to lower Cinderace's accuracy by 6 stages. If you want to help support any of these special attackers, you can use Acid Spray. You can use that literally 3 times and lower their special defense. If you want to help out, you can also use Screech, which is amazing. Love that. Use Screech for the physical attackers. They're going to do great. And then Helping Hand, because you need a team player. So what's really fun about this is that if you have a Pokemon that has the Defiant ability, like, let's say, Annihilape, or if you have your Gothitelle, well, yeah, the competitive nature, yeah, right? You can use Acid Spray on them, and you're going to be all set and ready to go, which is so great. So, anyway, use that, and you can boost up your teammates as well if you do it correctly. If you take a look at the ability, its Stench honestly doesn't really matter. You can take a look, and this is going to be max HP, max defense, with the Bold nature, allows it to get to 414 HP and 273 defense. That is very, very bulky. All right. Muck is amazing. We're going to talk about another amazing Pokemon right over here, none other than Screamtail. Screamtail is going to be used for support. So let's show you guys exactly what Screamtail is going to do. Reflect first turn in order to mitigate the entire team's attacks that are coming at them from the physical side. You've got the move Howl, which allows you to boost everyone's attack stat by 1 stage. So this helps out the physical attackers. You got Fake Tears in order to help out the Pokemon that are attacking from their special side. And then, of course, you also have Helping Hand. Now, what's great about this Pokemon is the huge, and I mean huge, defenses. Let's take a look over here. Max HP, max defense allows you to get to 434 HP with 326 defense. Dude, this Pokemon's not going anywhere. It's so, so good. So make sure that you give it, I would say give it leftovers. And you'll be all set, man. That is a really, really good Pokemon right there. Okay, so speaking of other offensive slash defensive slash support Pokemon, we've got none other than our Pelipper over here. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be using Pelipper because it's water and it's flying, which mitigates all of the same type attack bonuses, and you can see that it's going to be holding an item called the Damp Rock, which will allow its Drizzle ability to make it rain, and thus mitigating even more of the fire-type moves that are coming our way for the entire team. So that's going to be great. Let's take a look at the moveset. It's going to be Chilling Water right off the bat. You can use Chilling Water to lower Cinderace's attack stat even more. You can use Roost in order to get some health back. We've got Hurricane over here in case you want to potentially use any kinds of attacks. Right over here you also have Helping Hand too. It's a pseudo support, and it can attack as well. So I really like this Pokemon. What we're going to be doing is basing it all on HP and defense because we want to be able to survive and use Helping Hand whenever we need to, and Chilling Water. So that's going to be making it get 324 HP and 328 defense along the way. And 227 special attack stat in the rain with Hurricane is not that bad either way. All right. And then this is my third build for Slowbro. Trust me, he's so versatile here. Slowbro, Damp Rock, going to be extending all of the rain. This one's your support Slowbro. Support Slowbro is going to be kind of the same thing as Pelipper, but manually setting up the rain with Rain Dance, using Chilling Water in order to negate and lower all of Cinderace's attack stat. You've got Heal Pulse over here, which is kind of like what Blissey did in the previous Charizard raids, where you can pick and choose whoever you want to give 50% of their health back, and then Helping Hand in order to boost them. So please, please bring this support Slowbro and help me out. Really awesome. Right over here, you can see that its HP and defense is maxed out with a Bold nature. You'll be able to see that it gets to 394 HP and 350 defense. Amazing. One of the best support Pokemon here. And then, of course, last but not least, we've got Oranguru. Oranguru is going to be amazing because of Instruct, and that's going to be awesome. So, Leftovers is the item of choice right over this way. You can see over here that it's going to set up Reflect first turn. Then it's going to proceed to do either of these 3 things. If your main attacker on the team is already ready to go and boosted up, you're going to use Instruct on it to sacrifice your turn, but give them 2 extra turns. So imagine that. You've got Sylveon using a Hyper Beam, and then you use Instruct, it immediately uses Hyper Beam again, without any, waiting or anything like that. You can use Rain Dance to mitigate all of the Fire-type moves that are coming your way from the inevitable Pyro Ball, and then Chilling Water in order to debuff if you really want to. So, yeah, Yeah, Oranguru is amazing. Now, a lot of you guys are going to want to bring your... you're going to want to bring Umbreon, but I wouldn't recommend that simply because it's dark type only, and it won't be able to eat too many fighting type attacks. And then also, Blissey... Yeah, Blissey's going to sit down for this one. We're not going to use it. Because Blissey's physical defensive stat is that of 57. So it's not going to survive. Anyway, guys, those are all of the Pokemon that I showed you guys. That's over 30 builds. Let me know what you guys think of them and which ones are you guys most excited for. Yes! Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped. Dude, this entire Cinderace weekend is going to be amazing. Be there. And there you have it, over 30 different potential builds for Cinderace. I want to keep the discussion going in the comments below. Is there a Pokemon that you think would do very well against Cinderace? And if so, what kind of build would you put on it? What's the moveset? What EV spread? All that stuff. Let's keep the discussion going. Now, also, let me know which of these Pokemon you're most excited to build and play along with when Cinderace comes out. As you guys know, I'm going to be hosting tons of live streams for it, so I really hope that you guys tune in for when we go live with that. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks so much for subscribing. Thanks for turning on notifications. And of course, if you guys want more, be sure to smash that like button. We'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.